एक बार
एक सेकंड
हेलो
एक सेकंड सर एक सेकंड सर Hi, good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग
Good
सर
evening. Sorry, I'm extremely sorry for the delay.
नो इशू सर वी आर
We just finished some meeting, lots of meetings today evening, and it was taking a lot of time.
Yes, sir, we know your busy
yes
schedule.
sir we are in meeting yes sir
Thank you for
Yeah,
giving us time.
because tomorrow morning
sir,
I'm going out. I thought, yeah, please tell me.
sir we are really very delighted to have you in our submention meeting and we really thank you very much on behalf of all the submention buyer.
No issues at all, sir.
Sir, from last 5 to 6 years, we all are hopeless. You are now only ray of hope for all the buyers.
No, Supreme Court, not me.
No, for us, you are the only point of contact. So you are the one for us.
Yes,
And
tell me.
I think, sir, we already discussed about subvention points and what is the pain of subvention buyers. You already know each and every points. So as per our discussion, first you have to address about subvention issues. After that, if you permit, we will have one or two questions. So over to you, sir, on subvention
Now
issues.
let me tell you, I had studied subvention issue of all the projects very closely. And when I started discussing these matters with, let's say, State Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra, or Canara Bank, and also I think Punjab National Bank. So these discussions went on before lockdown, and there was some understanding at that point of time. But because of lockdown, we could not continue our meetings. Everything got suspended. And so also our attempt to get, funding for the entire projects, that also got suspended almost between March to April and May. So when we started all over again in the month of May, we started talking to the banks through video conferences, through individual officers, and then, in the month of May and June, Supreme Court had passed a number of orders saying that the banks will now disburse loans. Even for NPA accounts, banks will disburse loans. And Supreme Court has also said banks will restructure the entire EMI obligations. What do you mean by that? So how do they restructure? The different banks had different approaches. So when it was not possible for me to say one bank's approach should be adopted by the other bank, so I was gathering information as to which is the best way. So this has taken a lot of time, I tell you. And the banks, if they do something now, like giving you complete what called adjustment, then the officers who had done the subvention agreements earlier may be in some difficulty. Therefore, internally, banks were having some issues. So therefore, I had suggested to them that, broadly speaking, whatever money you started paying on behalf of Amrapali during the default period, right? There was a default period and Amrapali had not paid at all. Let's say after the end of the default period, Amrapali began collecting EMI from you. So you were not only paying your own EMI, also, let us say you were beginning to pay the interest which Amrapali had to pay.
Yes.
So when I told the banks that you should have never collected this interest from the home buyers, you had committed a wrong in doing that. Therefore, only way is to give an adjustment to the interest or any amount paid by home buyers under the subvention scheme, other than what they are liable to pay. Because under the subvention agreement, if there is a default on the part of Amrapali, then that default is not to be brought onto your shoulders. But banks have started doing that. So this is the position. Now, therefore, today, I think I need to take the matter back to the court in view of various opinions in different banks and to tell the court that as far as subvention agreements are concerned, if there is a default period between 2015 to 2017 or 16, and whatever money Amrapali should have paid during this period as a pre-EMI payment, the banks will have to say that money, let's say 10 rupees was to be paid during this period. The banks will have to say 10 rupees shall be taken to have been paid. Are you listening to me?
Rahul Ranjan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listening.
So 10 rupees shall be taken to have been paid. It will be like a book adjustment. So once you enter a book adjustment as if Amrapali had not defaulted and paid that money, then at the end of the default period, whenever your liability begins, then you may have to, make payment. But whatever payment you might have actually paid in the place of Amrapali, that should now get adjusted. That is, if Amrapali were to pay 10 rupees and you also pay 10 rupees, banks will say 10 rupees shall be deemed to have been paid by Amrapali. This 10 rupees will be adjusted towards future payments. That's the only way it can happen. There is no other way, any other possibility is there. Okay, that's how I understand it. We can't ask banks or to give up more sacrifice, and we can't also, bring down the price of units for any reason whatsoever. We have examined all of that. Auditors have examined it. So the only thing that can happen is, as I said, to repeat, during the default period, if some money was to be paid, banks will say it shall be taken to have been paid. And if you have paid some money during this period, that money will be adjusted post-default period. And a third thing that can happen is your EMI period can be further extended. For that, banks are ready. The banks are ready to say extend your EMI period from 20 years to 40 years, 35 years. They are agreeable to that. So this is the current position. So please appreciate that this is not a very simple arithmetic job. And if it's only one bank, we could have managed it. There were so many banks. And also there were restructuring of banks, amalgamations, etc. Therefore, many things got, held up for this reason. And I was a little unhappy that you sent a message saying that we'll go to the CR's residence every Saturday and see that he listens to us and get things done. That won't work that way. Please appreciate it.
Sir. I already, sir, sorry for that one, because messages are conveyed in the wrong way.
One more thing I want to tell you, then let me be very frank. As I told you in person, I am only an officer of the court, right? I am not I have no personal interest in Amrapali. I am not earning anything out of Amrapali. I am doing a free service, right? Yes, and sir. I have nothing against the erstwhile Amrapali directors. I have nothing against them. God save them and give them a long life free from all their problems. Okay.
Sir, I am also extremely sorry if you say things like that. I am not thinking like that. We come to your place like 100 or 200. We are just thinking 2 or 3 or maybe 10 buyers come to your place to
anyway,
address the submission issue.
Leave that now.
Yes.
I've shared my views. So this is what is likely to happen. And if, but 29th, it's not possible for me to take up that issue because other issues are going to be there. So I will one more final round of deliberations with the banks, and if banks are able to give me some solutions, then we will welcome that. Suppose I don't find a profitable solution, then in the next date of hearing, I'll take it up to the court.
Okay. One more thing, sir. So many submission where are saying ki this 10% payment, how they have to pay this 10% payment?
No, you keep paying the payment. People have been paying it according to your original schedule. Whatever is the payment, please keep making the payment. Ultimately, if there is an adjustment with banks or something happens, it will get adjusted. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Many people are making payments 10%. Let it be done. So I hope surely some adjustments will take place and you will get some relief.
Okay. Sir, one more point ki most of the submission buyer are facing the DRT case issue. Bank have...
All that will go. All that will go now. Nothing will remain.
Okay, sir.
DRT, civil, everything will go.
Oh, civil also considered. Civil is also considered.
Everything will go. Yes.
Okay.
Once we settle the issue, all those things will disappear.
Okay. So, sir, one more thing. Just I curious to ask you, on the case of restructuring the loan, it will go 35 to 40 year.
If you want it.
Then what is another solution? If you don't want, then what is...
No, why I am saying this? Banks say, suppose somebody has reached an advanced age now, 60 years, right? Their paying capacity might have been reduced. So then what they say is, we will accommodate their sons or daughters to come in and to take over the liability of making the payment, so that we can increase the period, or will also, bring in additional, members who can take up the liability of making payment. So it's going to be advantageous to you. For those who are in the age group of 40, 50, it's not a problem. For those who are above 60, there could be a problem. So I have to take into account a wide range of people, not only younger generation like you, but people little advanced age like me.
Yes,
okay?
Sir. Okay, sir. Sir, one more request is from last few months, 1 month, people cannot get the construction update. People cannot enter the construction.
Tomorrow you will see it on my website.
Okay. So
I've asked NBCC to give me every 15 days, they'll give me photographs.
Okay, sir.
I'll upload it on the website. And because now during Navratri and all that, people would like to go. So NBCC will permit people to visit the respective project sites on Saturdays during a particular, so that it doesn't, obstruct the work going on there. Okay. So they will inform every home buyer maybe by tomorrow or day after. So people can go this Saturday or Sunday, whatever the time they're going to fix, and you're free to go. Because see, I only impose a little restriction in order that there is a discipline. Otherwise the contractors are complaining, somebody comes today, somebody comes tomorrow, and then somebody walks in here. So many issues they are facing. Therefore, I said, let us have some kind of a discipline. At the same time, I know that people would like to see their homes growing like a tree growing.
Yes,
right? When a plant grows, when a tree grows, a new flower comes, a new fruit comes, you're very happy. I know that. I know that happiness is very important.
Yes,
I am nobody to stand against that, right? I only wanted to put things in order. That's about all.
But sir, at least once in a month or two times in a month.
Just for a month or two. Thereafter, you will have no problem at all. We have some basic, period we want to regulate. That's all. Okay, sir. Sir, some people have a question that they don't have money to pay second or third installments. If bank is not giving, then what they have to do? If bank is not started disbursing the loan. They will do that now. Now the last order is very clear. Okay. And many banks have started disbursing loans, I tell you. Okay. There is a separate account opened for bank loans for home buyers. And we have received not less than 4 crores now. Okay, sir. Good money is coming in. Banks are giving. Sir, so many subvention buyers are saying that all subvention buyers have buy the flat at the rate of 500 per square feet above the rate. I know that, but that we can't negotiate today. Supreme Court has made it very clear that we will not tinker with the price. So you have been closely associated with the Amrapali people earlier. You know, yes, how it all happened. Yes, now, yes, if for subvention buyers we make one rule, then you have to make a rule for so many other class of buyers. It's not possible. The only way you can get relief is to give some through this restructuring, what best can happen. And since the time waiting period will also be shortened, suppose gold forms will take 3 years, we are trying to find out if it can be done within 2.5 years. Okay. We will get a quick relief. So I'm working on so many fronts. So if good funds keep flowing, smoothly, then there is nothing stopping your work, nothing to stop. So, sir, you are working like that. Suppose last 5 years, subvention buyers are not paying EMI. So last 5 years, total amount may be 13 lakh or 15 lakh. So can we get relief from this amount, or only restructuring? That's what I'm saying. Suppose somebody was liable to pay, Amrapali was liable to pay 10 lakhs, let us say. Yeah. As pre-EMI. Yeah. Right? they have not paid it.
Yeah.
And subvention buyers, let's say you have paid 5 lakhs.
Yeah.
What we'll say is, we'll say these 5 lakhs shall be treated to have been paid by Amrapali as if it is paid by them. So 10 minus 5, you will remain 5 is to be balanced, right? So on the balance payment, 5 lakhs will now start from the day when we say this is the default period has ended. Let's say I will say 2019 July is the end of the default period and Supreme Court judgment came. Okay. So people started paying thereafter. Whatever is the default period, I say, then this 5 lakhs will get adjusted. So we're working on some kind of formula like this. Let's see how it happens.
Okay, sir.
Some adjustment will really happen.
Sir, sorry for interfering, sir. Very sorry. I am Sayyam Kashyap, sir. And sir, the query is, you are saying that the subvention buyers should pay. So the issue is, how can I can't even pay the first installment, sir, unless the bank supports me. Bank is saying, bank has given me, I got a call on Friday from the bank, and my banker told me that all your dues will have to be adjusted to the, dues means the dues that were supposed to be paid by Amrapali. Those dues, he's saying, that will be added to your principal amount, and you sign it, give it to us, and we'll disburse the amount.
I know this problem. Therefore, we are telling banks that you cannot adjust it to the principal amount.
So
you can't say a home buyer should pay what. I know that. I know.
This is the only issue, sir, that is making difficult for us to pay. I have not paid first installment. I feel guilty that I am a bad debtor in front of bank. So I don't want to be like that. But then it is issues like this. If you could help us out in this.
I know. See, but as I told you, so I thought at the bank level, if we're able to clear it, but I'm finding it's somewhat difficult because different banks have some issues or the other. So the best way is to go back to the court and sort it out from the court level.
Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
We will do that. We'll try to do that as early as possible.
Okay, sir.
And even if there is a delay, even the delay in some payment at your end, that will be taken care of, because it will, as subvention buyers have not paid, suppose you are supposed to pay in 15th of October, right?
Yes.
Next installment in November. We will say that these two installments put together will be paid immediately in December, whatever it is, right? So because you are now dependent on bank loans, or you're going to make your own payments, whatever it is, we'll make some adjustments. Provided somebody is bona fide, suppose you are in a position to make a payment, please do make a payment. Don't default.
Sir, may I say, good afternoon, good evening.
Yes. Good evening, yes.
I understand that as far as the subvention scheme is concerned, the Honorable Supreme Court has observed that no special concession can be given. I'm leaving that point. One of the points which has been raised by you, that there are different banks and they are adopting different methodology. Now the difficulty is this, that as far as the order of the Honorable Supreme Court is concerned, it has to take into consideration the case of everybody, and there has to be a similar treatment. The mere fact that a particular bank may take one stand and another may take another stand, that may not serve the real purpose. That would create difficulties, because the difficulty is from different angles. The delay in the project itself has caused a tremendous loss to the home buyers. Now, maybe that effort is being made to mitigate it to some extent, or to a great extent. But there are difficulties like NPA, like the amount which the banks are asking from the customers and all that. And as far as the subvention scheme was concerned, suppose there was a gestation period of 36 months and the builder does nothing, and that 36 period month goes, then it cannot be said now our period starts and you start paying. So that also has to be taken into consideration from all practical angles. So
let me stop here for a minute. There is a legal angle, there is a financial angle, there is a practical angle, right? Yes. Right. So a legal angle may not give you a good solution.
Mm-hmm.
If you read the subvention agreement, perhaps, and home buyer will say, Sukher, my liability is not really suggested there. But then when you entered into an agreement like this, right, on an understanding that you will have no pre-EMI obligation at all, right? So you thought you will have a better bargain than other class of home buyers. So you entered into this agreement. For other class of home buyers, as soon as you get a loan, you have to start making EMI payments. So you are relieved from that. But what happened? It was only a notional relief. You did not get the real relief because Amrapali defaulted.
Yes.
Okay. So if there is a real relief has to come, whatever has happened notionally must be treated as a real thing that has happened. Okay. Namely, if Amrapali had not paid, we say it shall be taken to have been paid during this period. So let us say 10 lakhs of rupees is a pre-EMI to be discharged by Amrapali. Banks will have to be told 10 lakhs shall be taken to have been paid. If that is taken to have been paid, on the books of accounts, notionally it will be entered Amrapali had paid it. If that is taken to have been paid, then what is the consequence? Your liability will come at a later point of time.
Sir, but the real difficulty is different.
No, one minute. Okay. Then thereafter, if it is taken to have been paid, and if you have paid some quantum in the meanwhile, what should happen to that money? So that should be adjusted. Adjusted in what way?
But that is not the question. But the question is something different.
But sir, 1 minute, sir. Sir, this is not a relief now. We have already paid, and that amount.
That's what I'm saying. You have paid. You have paid what Amrapali should have paid.
No, but sir, that is not the grievance. The grievance is something different.
Yes.
The grievance is this, that suppose for 3 months, 3 years, they had to pay, and I had not to pay. And I had to pay on 36 months. And it was expected that by that time, the project would be complete and I would get possession or I would get a return. Now here the situation has become different. That 36...
right. I know that. I know that. I know it fully well, sir. I've read the subvention agreements 100 times, right? Therefore, the question is not a legal solution. If you go strictly by the subvention agreement, you know liability till the possession is given. You know liability till the construction is complete. Okay. Now, let us look at a situation when you know liability. You will not pay now because you know liability. Banks will not give any loan to you because they are no longer you have not discharged, Amrapali had not discharged. So banks will not give now. So where do you get money for your project?
You see, it is not question of home buyers only. Because the real estate was not under the definition of the term industry.
We can't go into this. All these things are not going to help you, sir. None of these things is going to help you. These legal arguments, definitions, etc. is not going to help you. We have to find a very practical solution.
Okay, I would sum up by only saying that kindly take into consideration so the grievance of the home buyers is mitigated to the extent it is possible.
So that I know, but when you say after 36 months my liability would arise, then all of us will have to wait for some point of time and construction will begin from some money which nobody knows. Then what do we do?
No, I was only trying to give an illustration and to highlight the grievance. But I understand that it cannot, now the situation is not that everything is put back into that situation. Home buyers also have to face some difficulties, or they have also to change their system of working, or they have also to get less benefit. What I only say that kindly take into consideration all these things.
No, I'm aware. I'm aware of that, but we have discussed all this with the banks number of times, right? As I told you, since we wanted to have one uniform principle, which has not really happened, then the only option, as I said, to go back to the court. No other options. So I'm not able to get, suppose you are a banker, right? Suppose you are the bank. You are talking from the point of view of a home buyer. Suppose you are a banker. What will you do?
No, so I say system to maintain. I am not saying that it can go one way. And nothing goes one way. Always the balance is maintained, and balance has to be maintained. I understand that. I don't want to go into a very detailed question that what was the role of the bank and all that. That may not really serve the purpose. It
Absolutely.
may have another forum. I'm not on that. I'm only saying that to the extent it is possible.
No, I understand that. But my only difficulty has been, what is that extent? How do we do it? there has been some issue there. That's why this has taken a lot of time. Otherwise, one could have said, I could have said, all right, we ask banks to give up all these 36 period as waived off, and all the money paid by home buyers shall be taken to be adjusted towards the interest and not principal. Some solution would have come. But because banks were reluctant to take up a responsibility on them, that's the reason.
Sir, all the subvention buyers have mainly one request that this 5 year, they have 15 lakh amount added to their loan amount. So they are saying ki we must need the relief of this amount. Otherwise, all home buyers are, suppose even if we are in the 40s, we are going to pay up to till our 80s. So this is the concern of all the buyers. So we know your position also. So you just try to, in that way, कि these 15 lakh or 12 lakh, whatever the loan interest amount, we have to put it on our principal amount. How to give solution for this one?
Okay, let me see how we can work it out, right? So what I will suggest is any one of you in a given case, one concrete case, because I have received number of cases, right? Okay. I am trying to collect all those cases, put together and give a note to the court. So if from each project, let us say instances of subvention buyers, what is the extent of their problem? So what could be the solution? So for each project, I suppose I go illustrations, then the court will understand it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you can give me an instance from each project, wherever you want, and give me A, B, C, D. This is the problem. This much amount we have paid. We would be paying it only this much. This is an extra amount we have paid. What do we want? Send us. I'll put it as part of my note.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Is that fine?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. So after, you can send it in the meanwhile. After I come back next week, we will try to talk and carry it further. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir. Last, please. Last request from my side, please.
Very well. Very well.
Yes, sir. Please.
What is that?
Regarding construction updates and photos, please do it as soon as possible, because
I told you it's going to happen by tomorrow. I told you it's going to happen. No problem at all.
There are so many buyers from outside the NCR. They are coming one day, Sunday, in the month.
I see.
To their construction, but they are not able to go inside. So there is a concern. Okay, sir.
Okay. I understand that. I'm so sorry. There is some kind of discipline you want to have. Otherwise, no problem at all. So I think NBCC will start allowing people Saturday, Sunday. I will talk to them once again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Okay, we will be disciplined. We just want one day in a week, or maybe one specific time, 1 or 2 hours in a week, that people go there.
Saturday, 10 to 12 or whatever it is.
That will be great, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
No Thank
problem.
You, sir. But photographs.
Good evening, sir. I have a small question. It may not take more than 1 minute or 30 seconds. First of all, thanks for your patience and joining the meeting. I would like to ask you, is there any mechanism or is there any way that you are working on where the demand letter can also be released to the buyers? Because few people are more often asking these questions. They are not so clear how much balance amount they have to pay, or
this question
what
was
are
asked
the amounts.
This question was asked to me last year when I started working, right? Mm-hmm. I told the court that if I have to start sending demand letters, I will have to first analyze all customer data. And only after I have analyzed, I can start sending demand letters. I said that's going to take me a lot of time, right? So in one of the earliest orders, Supreme Court has said, receiver will not send any demand letter. People will have to calculate it on the basis of their own BBA, bank statements, amounts paid so far. You know the reason why I said it. You may have some difficulties, but I wanted to place a complete trust and faith on every home buyer, so that Even in case you have some difficulty,
Okay,
you can send a mail. My office will look into the difficulties and see if that can be resolved. I am not sending any individual demand letter at all.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so sir, if there will be a confusion from any buyers, they can still ask you sending a separate email to your office staff, and
Yes.
their query will be
All that
addressed.
will be collected together and then it can be answered. No problem.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Have a
Right.
nice evening, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank
I'll
you very
take
much,
leave.
sir.
Not at all.
Thank you, sir.
We'll meet again.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Bye.
you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, all of you. Now we close the meeting.
Yeah.
Close the meeting.
Thank you again,
Okay,
Rahulji
thank
and
you.
Dilip ji, for conducting this fruitful meeting.
Thank
you all for joining. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, home buyers.
Bye,
Thank you, subvention buyers, to have patience and joining the meeting.
Thank
I think most of the queries he has tried to resolve on his behalf,
Yes,
up to the level he was. Yes, sir.
एंड एक चीज और मैं कहना चाहूंगा, बहुत सारे लोगों की ऐसी क्वेरीज आ रही थी जो पता है कि जिसके बारे में उससे पूछा जा चुका है और वो बोल चुके हैं कि इतने स्पेसिफिकली हम जवाब नहीं दे सकते हैं अभी। बहुत सारे लोगों की ऐसी क्वेरी थी, वो क्वेरी हमारी भी है, हम भी सबवेंशन बायर हैं, वो सारे इश्यूज हमारे भी हैं। बट सीआर साहब बार बार बोल चुके हैं कि आपकी बहुत सारी टेक्निकल बातें में हम नहीं जा सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर आप टेक्निकल बातों में जाओगे कि हमसे अमरपाली ने यह कमिटमेंट किया था, अब हम कैसे इतना दे सकते हैं, अब वो सारी बातें रही ही नहीं है। अब सब चीज को मेटरलाइज करके सीआर का पॉइंट भी यही है कि कुछ हम सहले, कुछ बैंक सहले और बीच का रास्ता निकाल के हम आगे बढ़ जाएं। तो उसमें भी अभी तक कोई कंक्रीट सोल्यूशन उनके पास नहीं है। तो उनका आज का मीटिंग का ही पर्पस था कि वो अपनी बात आके बोलेंगे और हमारा जो 4-5 पॉइंट था, इसमें से जो कुछ रह गया है वो हमसे पूछ लेंगे, हम उनसे पूछ लेंगे, वही हमने किया है। और कुछ लोगों के बहुत सारे क्वेरी आ रहे थे, बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आ रहे थे टेक्निकल, वो सारे क्वेश्चन हो सकते हैं, वो सारे क्वेश्चन मेरे भी हो सकते हैं, बट आज उस क्वेश्चन को जवाब देने के लिए वो पहले से ही उन्होंने मना किया था। और तो हमें कम से कम इस मीटिंग में एक रास्ता ओपन करके रखना था कि अगर हम अपना डेकोरम बनाए रखते, जो वो चाहते थे, जो ऑलरेडी हमने कर लिया है, तो हमें आगे का रास्ता भी खुला रहेगा कि जैसे जैसे समय आगे बढ़ेगा हम फिर से उनके साथ में मीटिंग कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं। इसीलिए सबको एक साथ अनम्यूट नहीं किया गया है। एक दो लोग जो बहुत उनके क्वेश्चन थे उनको अनम्यूट किया गया है, सबको अनम्यूट करना पॉसिबल नहीं था। सो मेरे ख्याल से बेटर सब लोग इस बात को अंडरस्टैंड कर पाएंगे।
राहुल जी, मैं सॉरी आपको डिस्टर्ब कर रहा हूँ, ये मिस्टर नीलेश जी हैं, कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं, बार बार कुछ ऐसे ही क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं कि स्टुपिडिटी ऑफ अरेंजिंग दिस मीटिंग। मैं इनसे पूछना चाहूंगा, अपना अनम्यूट होके प्लीज बताएं क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं मिस्टर नीलेश। आप मैसेज कर रहे हैं, कुछ बता सकते हैं कौन सी स्टुपिडिटी आपको लगी सर? क्या हुआ, सिर्फ मैसेज करने का दम है, बोल भी सकते हैं सर?
ठीक है, अब मैं तो
कोई
मैं
भी
ये कहूंगा वाइंड अप करिए।
मैंने ये बातें ऐसी इसीलिए कही है कि बहुत सारे लोगों का मैसेज मैंने देखा है कि वो क्या चैट कर रहे हैं।
नहीं, बार बार
मैंने देखा है बहुत लोग मैसेज क्या चैट कर रहे हैं। मैं भी, हम भी सब लोग बायर हैं, मैं भी सबवेंशन बायर ही हूँ, और मेरे भी सारे वही क्वेश्चंस हैं। तो हर कोई फ्री है कि हर कोई फ्री है सीआर पे जा करके उसे मीटिंग कर सकता है।
इनके बार-बार मैसेज आते हैं,
इसलिए मैं अपने एजेंडे पे सुनिए, आप लोग एजेंडे पे ध्यान दीजिए। अपनी मीटिंग कंडक्ट हुई, हमको स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड आंसर मिले हैं सीआर साइड से।
सब नहीं कर सकते बात।
ठीक है सर,
प्लीज इग्नोर दीज मशरूम्स हु आर ग्रोन हियर एंड देयर, प्लीज।
नहीं, आप देखो ना वो जो नीलेश भाई वो मैसेज क्या कर रहे हैं बार-बार, उसका मैसेज मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, क्या आगे मैसेज कर रहे हैं बार-बार। पिछले एक सप्ताह से बिजी है, एक सप्ताह से 20 बार सीआर को फोन करो, 20 बार मैसेज करो कि कम से कम इतना बात तो आगे बोल के चले गए। सारे सबमिशन में इतना सुनने के लिए बेचैन थे कि करना क्या चाहते हो।
सर मैं बताना चाहूंगा,
राहुल सर, दिलीप सर, आप लोग बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं।
एक सेकंड सर, जैसे ही उनका नाम लिया, जैसे ही उनका नाम लिया वो लीव कर चुके हैं। शायद वो किसी और ग्रुप के या कुछ उनका एजेंडा ऐसा रहा होगा कि मीटिंग को कुछ डिस्टर्ब किया जाए। चलिए, मैं
डिस्टर्ब करने का
जी, बट वो जैसे ही उनका नाम लिया वो लीव हो चुके हैं। मैं सबका धन्यवाद करूंगा ज्वाइन करने के लिए। विश्वास बनाए रखिए,
हमारा मोटो पूरा हुआ, बिल्कुल हमारा मोटो पूरा हुआ।
जो मीटिंग का पर्पस था वो क्लियर हुआ। अगर किसी की कोई क्वेरी नहीं ली गई तो मैं बिल्कुल माफी चाहूंगा कि सारी क्वेरीज इस टाइम नहीं ली जा सकती थी। उन्होंने मुश्किल से 15-20 मिनट का टाइम दिया था, ऑलरेडी बोल चुके थे कि 15-20 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं, उनकी और एक मीटिंग है। तो उस वजह से
इवन दिलीप जी कम से कम 5-7 लोगों ने बात किया है, जबकि उन्होंने मना किया था बात नहीं करने, फिर भी हमने अलाउ किया लोगों से बात करने के लिए।
मैं वही कह रहा हूं,
हमने किया।
ये कोई लास्ट मीटिंग नहीं थी। अगर किसी का कोई क्वेरी क्वेश्चन रह गया है तो प्लीज हमें रिटर्न में व्हाट्सएप या टेलीग्राम पे मैसेज कीजिए। अगली क्वेरी, अगली जो मीटिंग होगी उस पे वो इश्यू भी उठाए जा सकते हैं। अगर किसी की क्वेरी रिजोल्व नहीं, उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आगे कभी नहीं होगी। सर ने खुद बोला है कि वी विल मीट अगेन।
ये सीधा रास्ता खुला है उनसे बात करने का।
फिर दोबारा मीटिंग होगी, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। सो थैंक यू ऑल जॉइनिंग फॉर दिस।
ओके, थैंक यू। चलिए क्लोज करते हैं मीटिंग। ओके
सर, थैंक यू।